here we are. We're at the last week of this group, and let's now begin to pull things together. Let's apply what we've learned to get you the results that you're looking for. So with that said, this particular video will focus in on weight loss because that's what most of us are interested in, right? Okay, so using what we also learned in this group is the intermittent fasting. That's the way of eating that I'm going to focus this conversation on. But what makes intermittent fasting difficult, because what that is that fasting for the 16 hours and you have that 8-hour window of time that you can eat. But you get hungry, especially when you get up in the morning. You know, you're hungry, and a lot of times you start eating stuff, and so you've broken your fast. So you're not getting the weight loss results that you're looking for. You need, in order to get those results, stay fasted for 16 hours and eat in your 8-hour window of time. Now, that 8-hour window of time might be earlier for some and later for others. Depends on your schedule. But if you are the type of person you like to start your day off with some coffee or some tea, then I would recommend use the keto cream in these instances to just stir into your coffee and your tea. And that means that you can have something that will help satisfy some of that hunger, to help you to have enough energy to make it through the morning. By doing that, you're not considered breaking fast. You're getting satisfied, but it's not breaking the fast. But if you're somebody that wants to start your day off exercising, then I would recommend grabbing and starting with either the Orange Dream or the Chocolate Swirl. If you can, and if you're somebody that has a good digestive system, I would actually recommend the Orange Dream because it has fat in here. The fat's going to help you to stay full longer, going along the lines of helping you to stay fasted easier and longer. Now, if you're somebody that you have difficulty with digesting dairy or fat, stay away from the Orange Dream. Then I would recommend starting with the Chocolate Swirl. Both are going to help you to lose weight. It's not that this is the only one that's going to help you to lose weight. It's just that it helps you to stay full longer. Okay, but either one depends on, your particular circumstance. Depending on what you started with. If you started with the coffee, then maybe 2 or 3 hours later, do one of the Keto OS products. Or if this is where you started 2 or 3 hours later, have your bulletproof coffee or bulletproof tea with the keto cream. Then, as you're getting towards late morning, early afternoon, reach for your second pack. And I would recommend that your second pack would either be in the Max line or the Amped line. Simply put, there's more ketones in those lines. It will help you to give you enough of a feeling that, again, you're not breaking fast sooner than you have to. It helps you to feel satisfied. It increases your energy, helps you to feel good, helps you to not be lightheaded, helps you to feel very focused, good energy. And that energy not only will help you in the moment, it will be sustained throughout the rest of the day because they have more ketones and more caffeine in them. Okay, now you come to your window of time that you're eating. Typically, you're going to have 2 meals and approximately 2 or 3 snacks. Ketogenic approved. We've provided several recipes within this group. Make sure you peruse them in here, save them so that once the group ends, you have access to those recipes. Key is high fat, low carbs within that window of time. Now, once you finish your window and you're getting closer towards going to bed, often there's that urge, I'm hungry and I want something sweet. Don't let yourself, break your fast, and don't let yourself eat something that is not ketogenic approved. I would actually recommend reach for the Keto Calm. It satisfies that sweet tooth type of a feeling that you may have. It also helps you, again, to stay fasted. This is not considered breaking the fast. And it helps you to get a good night's sleep. Good quality of sleep, helps you to fall asleep faster, and helps you to stay asleep. That's kind of looking at things in general. Now, in between all of this, whether it's the fasted portion or the window of time that you can eat, make sure you're drinking enough water. Too many people are not drinking enough water. Again, that helps to give a feeling of fullness when you are fasting. And even when you're not fasting, the point is that you're feeding your cells with what it wants. It loves water. Your cells will work better and the metabolism will be better when your body is hydrated enough. Now, beyond that, what happens is that people say, I've done exactly what you were describing, and I did lose weight in the beginning, but then I've plateaued. I stopped losing weight. Well, I have 4 tips for you that are going to help restart that system to get you losing weight again. First tip, examine your macros. Examine how many carbs that you're eating. Even though you've limited your carbs, you may need to limit them a little bit further. Even more so, that's a little bit surprising, is actually examine the grams of protein that you're consuming. You may actually be consuming too many grams of protein, and that blocks the ability to burn fat, which in other words blocks your ability to lose weight. So if you need to, decrease your amount of the protein. Second thing, if you tend to exercise pretty aggressively, you actually may need to increase your caloric intake because you're burning a lot and you're using a lot. Your body still needs a decent amount of calories in there, or it's going to start storing the fat. So in order to avoid that, in order to keep your body going with weight loss, because of possible intense exercise and activity, you may need to increase your caloric intake. The third tip is to get enough sleep. The reason why I say that, there's actually a hormone that helps to promote weight loss and fat loss, but it only is released in your deep stages of sleep. You need to sleep at least 7 hours. If you're not sleeping at least 7 hours, you're not getting into the deep stages of sleep that allow the release of that hormone. Get enough sleep. Okay. The fourth tip, actually, believe it or not, is having you increase your carbs. You do this every once in a while. You do this maybe every 14 days. You'll have one day you're increasing the carbs. The key is, though, when you're doing this, to make sure you're decreasing your fat intake, or it will have the opposite effect. You'll actually gain weight. It's recommended that when you do this, if you can, to do this 3 o'clock in the afternoon or later. And it's also recommended that for men, that you increase your amount of carbs in a range of 300 grams to 600 grams. For women, that range would be 200 grams to 300 grams. You may need to do this every 14 days because what may be happening, your body is getting too used to running on ketones, and you may need to reintroduce the carbs to get your body to be kind of, to shake it up with the glucose. And by shaking it up and restarting your metabolism, you'll start to see weight loss again. So hope a lot of these tips helped. If you have any questions about what I presented, make sure you pop them below. And there's one more video to go. I actually have more tips and applications for other types of results. So look for that. More to come. Have a great day, everybody.